What's up, y'all? It's your girl EJ, and welcome to the recap, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about Power Book of Ghosts 2. We're going to be talking about episode 3, Human Capital. Now, guys, for some reason, the StreamYard is kind of moving kind of slow. So if it goes a little wonky, just bear with me. We're going to get it together, though. But today, guys, I got my peoples with me. I'm going to bring them on in just a second. To all my channel members, thank you so much for, signing up. I really appreciate you guys. To everybody who's been rocking with me this entire time as I went on this YouTube journey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and check it out. If you like it over here, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, I got my boy Key coming up to the screen here.
Peace, peace.
What's up? How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. It's storming out here. They're supposed to have a little tornado watch. So.
Woo.
All right, let me go ahead and bring my girl Tamika's Den. How are you?
Hey guys, what's up? I'm good.
Good, good. Whew, y'all. All right. So we're gonna be talking about Power Book of Ghosts. So, we always like to start out with the little petty debate. So tonight's petty debate, we just have one of them actually. And it's gonna be a simple one. Well, it's simple for me because it's real simple for me to pop up. It's on a delay, y'all, so I apologize. Can y'all see it, or because I can't see it on my end yet?
Not yet. They was doing the
Nah.
same thing to me yesterday.
Oh, where it was on a delay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, we can't control it. Sometimes it do crazy things.
Yes, it does. Well, anyway, the petty debate is Kane versus Canaan. Who you rocking with? Who you got, Key?
Give me Kanan. Kanan just more of a savage, man, but he like a calculated savage. Give me Kanan.
Okay, that's what's up. What about you, Tamika?
Yeah, I agree with Key. At the end of the day, Kanan is, we know he get loose, but to me, he got more sense than Kane do. So I gotta rock with him.
That's what's up. All right. So next, we're just going to jump into the trivia. So I actually had already picked out you guys' questions. So Tamika, I might have to read it if it do this delay thing. Let me see. So what is the name of the new hustle that Tariq and Brayden came up with?
Oh.
The coffee thing.
I don't remember right now, yeah.
It was a no cap all frap.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Let's see. And Key, let's see what we got for you. We got. All right. Who does Tariq say is the mastermind of his predecessor's drug organization?
Oh
Who did he
Lord.
say was the one who was the brains behind the operation of it all,
Mm.
of his daddy's operation?
Mm. Nah, yeah, I brain ain't working right.
It's the
Mm.
Goes.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that one at all when he said
okay.
that.
And that was like, I was like, nah, Tariq, me and you gonna
Hmm.
have to part ways on this one. But
Right.
we know how he feel about his mama, so it is what
Hmm.
it is. All right, y'all. And then last but not least is just the bonus question. And it's the
Uh,
bonus question, what are Frank's son's name?
I got that one.
Okay. Tamika, you want to type yours in the chat, and then Key, you can tell me yours in a minute.
Now, he can tell you because I only remember one. I know they was all G's, but I don't remember all of them.
Okay, go ahead, Key.
It's Guillermo, Gilberto, and Gordo.
Hmm.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, the
See, we
only
just
one I
always moving
remembered
all
was
the points.
Gordo.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. that one I had to go back and look up. I knew it was going to be a question, but I was like,
Mhm.
man, I can't even remember what it was. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat. What's up, Candy Love, Jeremiah, Vonnie Love, Demarcus. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you guys. Nairobi's in the building as well. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Let me get back over here. Since we know this is going to be a challenge, trying to get these things up. So what did y'all think about the episode while I'm just getting this up? Key, what was your thoughts of just the overall episode itself?
I thought the episode was cool. I like the whole theme of the, human capital, pretty much, using somebody else's value for your gain, but at their expense. You know what I mean? I kind of like the theme of that. Overall, I think I gave this episode like an 8.5, maybe even a 9. I thought it was a really good episode.
Okay, that's what's up. What about you, Tamika?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's moving the story along, letting us know the steps they taken to get them closer to being able to bring up this Rico case. The steps that Noma's henchman is taking to let them know y'all moving too slow. Okay, we need y'all to work. So
Okay,
it was cool.
that's what's up. I thought it was overall a pretty good episode too. I'm probably at about an 8.5. I thought it was a good episode. It was an episode that was designed to move the story along, like you said. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so in the beginning, I couldn't remember what these photos were, y'all. I had a brain freeze for real. So in the beginning, when they first start out, they kind of start out with all these different things happening, and we see like Kane is really doing the most because he out here, he doesn't have the Jamaica Ave boys jump on his daddy. And then we got Tariq and Brayden, they're getting fitted for suits. And we hear that infamous line where Davis is saying, about a suit and, what it does for an image. And then, of course, we have your boy that's, on Grinder hard, and he over here missing, what's his face, Everett, a lot. And then we also see Effie actually moving weight as well. And then we actually see old girl that she had a relationship with, back when she was at the other school. Mm-hmm. And she asked her very specifically, like, you're not moving weight at Stansfield yet. So that lets us know that although Effie knows that that's what she's gonna do, she didn't quite pull the trigger on it yet. What did you think about the fact that she hadn't actually done it just yet, Key?
I mean, you know what? I was on her hard last episode, but you know what? It kind of shows that she is kind of considering, Tariq at this point, because he did say like, look, don't do it. You know what I mean? I don't want no weight being moved over there because the campus is hot. So I mean, it did show some type of consideration. So I did like that. That was my little plus from her this episode.
That's what's up. What about you, Tamika?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that homegirl was already just kind of saying like you ain't get busy over there yet. Like she already knew that was supposed to be a part of the game plan, or that's something she would have been expecting her to do. And she just basically was like, "So you really are caught up into Tariq."
Exactly. And kind of what I was thinking on that situation was that she before this whole Noma situation came about, before this kind of fell into their laps, that she planned on moving drugs at Stansfield regardless, is what my thought process was. And that's probably why old girl, knew about the whole situation. So after we get our little intro, I did want to just mention, just in case anybody hold on, can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. I got notes coming up saying check my internet connection. So but yeah, just in case anybody didn't pay attention to the tattoo on one of the G's, I'm just gonna call him G because I don't know which one it was, Gilberto, Gilmero, whoever, whichever one of it. But that tattoo on there on his arm or whatever was a key component that we kind of end up seeing what kind of happens with that later, and we'll talk about that. Now we are gonna see that Effie's now gonna ask Tariq about it. She's actually gonna say something to him about it, and he's gonna be cool with it, which I thought was kind of awkward, being that all the heat that just happened with them selling drugs there. Did that make sense to y'all?
I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that.
I feel you on that because at one point she did ask, and I guess he says if you do it right, if you smart, then you could do it. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just feel like this your man. Why you gonna bring heat to this spot when y'all know that y'all are kind of connected? I just thought it was odd. And then we also are gonna see that Blanca and Jenny and Whitman, they're all still trying to build their hold Rico case or whatever. So they got put into like a little office. I don't even know what it is, an office closet, whatever it is. They got their little space over there and they're still really trying to build this case. But what really stands out at this point is that not Blanca, Whitman tells them like, look, y'all have a hard on for Tariq for real. And it's pretty evident that everybody has their own agendas. What did you think about well, the question more so is, do you think that they're going to be able to build this case if they keep staying on opposite pages? I mean, we know what happens later, but just in theory, if one person is going after Tariq and the other person is going after the Monet, how are they supposed to build this case?
I think honestly that's what happened to them last season when they were trying to build that case. It was just like it was all over the place because you had Whitman that wanted to get, Carrie and Zeke and all, Monet, and then you had Jenny who was just trying to get Tariq. So if it keeps going like this, I don't think they're going to be able to get their case off. I don't think they're going to be able to solve it.
Mm-hmm. And what up, Brillo? Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Lay said Effie's the GOAT. Okay. But yeah, nah, real talk. What about you, Tamika? Can you still hear me?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
No, I was just asking you what you thought about the fact that they're on opposite sides. Well, they're not on opposite sides, but they're on two different pages, Blanca and Jenny, and then you got Whitman over here, and one person's going after this person. They just all over the place. How are they supposed to build a case this way? Do you think that this is even going to come to fruition at this point?
Yeah, they've been all over the place since the beginning. They a hot mess. They over here trying to compare who got the worst harder one for who. And they both do have hard ones. Like, Jenny and Blanca is Tariq and Whitman is Monet. But the difference is that Whitman is actually the one that's handing them most of what they've been able to use. And, even though he going extra crazy with Monet, most of his stuff that he's, bringing up against her is actual facts. He's closer to it than they are. So, Jenny, I don't know what they doing. They over here in the little file closet thing. And she wanna kick him out, but I'm like, really, y'all ain't getting nowhere without him. As annoying as he can be, he's the one that's really putting in the work.
That's true. Nah, facts. All right. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat. Effie is making extra money for her mother in rehab because Effie's mother, hold on, it goes in and out, y'all. Sorry. Because Effie's mother was an alcoholic in season 5 of OG Power because of her brother's death. Okay, I didn't even remember that, to be honest. Thank you for bringing that back up. I didn't even remember that. That must have definitely went over my head. Brillo said Tariq is embarrassed. Tariq embarrassed the family this episode. Hold on, let's bring Detroit Kings on.
What's up, people?
What's
up?
Good?
How you? I'm doing good. I had to come support, even though WrestleMania on, but it's all good. I could come through.
I appreciate you. I ain't looked at WrestleMania I ain't looked at that in a long time.
What's good, Key, my brother?
What it do, bro?
Hey, Tamika.
What's up?
All right, so let's move on to the next slide. I probably won't even try to play my clips, y'all, because I don't know if they'll play, but we'll see. Okay, so we're in the classroom, right? And your girl, Diana, decides that they're talking about human capital. If anybody hasn't figured it out yet, the classroom, the topic is always what the name of the episode is, and they always talk about it. Mm-hmm. So they're talking about human capital, and Key, you touched on that a little bit. But your girl, Diana, says something very interesting. She talks about her family and how, unless they needed something from them, unless it was something that she could do for them, they no longer needed her. But the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, it seems like everybody still kind of rides with her. Drew hasn't done anything. Hasn't done anything to her. Kane is just Kane. But you see in this episode, he pops up, and then the dad is the dad. You know, he's still cool. The only person that has an issue with her is the person that she did something to. Did that make any sense to y'all? Because your girl was just doing too much. I just didn't understand where she was coming from with that.
I didn't understand
I
it
mean,
either.
I'll
She just putting
say,
her family business out in the street, as far as I'm concerned, running her mouth too daggone much, like she normally do.
Okay, you can go. My bad. I don't want to cut nobody off.
oh no, I was just saying. Well, I think it was one part in this episode later on where Lorenzo go to her about moving that work at the school. So I guess that, I mean, I'm guessing that's what she meant by that. But honestly, I don't really see. I mean, nobody's really used and just left her like that. I don't see what she was talking about.
I'm trying to think. Matter of fact, I actually went back and looked at the first season. Only person I can actually see that's using her is her mother. That's the only one that's really using her. And what I mean by using her, she was the one that was using her to get information about Tariq business.
Yeah.
That's the only person. Drew ain't using her. I don't remember Kane doing it. And damn sure the dad ain't doing it. So it's only Monet. She really mad at Monet.
That is true. That's true. And Monet has a lightweight reason to be mad at her. So it's understandable that, that they beefing right now. So I just thought it was real extra of her to kind of bring that up. But we know Diana is going to be Diana. So we're going to see that Kane is, oh, my bad, yeah. We're going to see that Kane is going to show up, and then Kane is going to basically try to give her a gun, right? Which was crazy. Try to give her a gun in the middle of school. We know how school shootings and all this stuff is. I'm like, I look at the news, bro. Like, what's going on with you? But he tries to do this, and then Salim, asked her these weird. Right before that, he asked her these questions about her family because he done Googled her. I'm still thinking, dude is some sort of law enforcement. He just something don't sit well with me with Salim. But what did y'all think about this whole situation with Kane and Diana and Salim?
Can I go first?
Go for it.
Well, ladies, let me ask y'all something first, and I'm gonna tackle this for. But I gotta ask you about I know a lot of women that I saw who reviewing this show. They never really talked about this, so I'm gonna ask y'all this because me and Key, we men, so I don't really know. But like, far as y'all being a woman, dealing with your moms or whatever like that, I think Monet and Diana's beef is got something to do with she don't like her mother like that because she want to go to school and her mother is like doing her wrong, not showing her no type of emotion and not letting her be a woman. So I think that's one of the reasons why that Monet and Diana is not seeing eye to eye and they don't like each other. And I actually believe that's one of the reasons why she told her business to her father. That's one of the reasons why she got her father out of prison rather, because she need affection from her parents and she wasn't getting it from her mother. So that's why she got her dad out of prison. So that's what I want to know from y'all ladies. Can that get kind of messy between mother and daughter relationship?
I'll go first. I definitely think it can get super messy between mother and daughter relationships, especially as you get older. And it really just depends on the type of relationship that you have with your mom as well. You can see that the relationship that they have, of course, is one where Monet is telling her what she should do and what she shouldn't do and what she ain't gonna do. It's not a relationship of let me try to make you blossom into the best person. No, it's like let me make you be the best person in the game that I can try to make you. It's not about what Diana necessarily wants. So of course there's gonna be some tension there when you're fighting against, what you want for your life and what somebody else wants for your life.
Right. That's how I figured, out because I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was a great scene, but I think Diana was kind of wrong for putting her mother's business out like that. Yeah, but the only reason she did that because she don't get along with her. She not getting no affection from her mother. No, because let's be honest. Whenever have you ever saw them but one time, but it was only for business, them actually going out to eat, going out and stuff like that, other than going shopping. And when they went shopping, Monet was up there doing it for other reasons. But when you see what I'm saying? So when the father come home, he sit there and talking to her. He even the reason why she in school right now.
That's true. I can
You
roll
know,
with that. They
so
definitely have a strain on their relationship. It's definitely it's definitely not
yeah.
for sure.
But no, to get to what you were saying about Kane, I think Kane is you. We'll talk about that later. I don't think he really thinking about using that gun. That was dumb. I don't know why he did that, but he really loved his daughter. I mean, not his daughter. He really loved his sister, though. I actually believe that's his baby sister. By the way, I think they get along more than him and Drew.
Yeah, yeah. Even though she do be coming for him, but tell that
Right.
he actually care about her a lot. So then after we get to this scene, y'all, we're gonna move to the scene where they're at the table, and I'm gonna see if this is gonna play. Y'all don't know if it's gonna play, but we just gonna test it out. Like I said, we got a storm here, so that could be messing with my internet connection.
No, you good. I hear you perfect.
Let's see. It's just like it's on a delay for some reason. Let's see if it'll play. Give me one second.
You want me to handle this or you got it? Listen to your brother, D.
Okay, y'all. So hopefully it don't try to play again. It's on the delay. Okay, so in that scene, we see that Kane is flexing and he's flexing hard. And Diana is like, what in the world is going on here? Like, who made, like she really trying to figure it out because all she wants is Poppy to, lay down the law. So what did y'all think about Kane's whole this episode? He was really irking me, y'all. Like it was really bothering me that he was so extra in every this entire scene. Just Key, talk to us about this scene and what you thought when you when you saw it the first time.
It's just one of those things, man. You never had no power, and you get in the spot of power, and that's how you start abusing it. But I think Drew and Diana definitely know what's something going on. But I was telling folks in the Discord, I think if Lorenzo was ever gonna come out about it, I think the first person he should go to, maybe contrary to popular opinion, it would be Diana, because it seemed like she'll ride for him. You know what I mean? She might be a little bit more understanding. So I did hate it though. I hate to see Lorenzo go out like that though.
Yeah. Oh man. You want me to go, EJ?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to click on this thing. It's on a delay.
No, you good. You good. We good. It's a delay. It ain't her fault. It's StreamYard. You know how that go. But this dude Kane, you could tell he didn't have no power, like my brother Keith said, bro. It's sad. He gonna mess around and keep doing that. It's so much you could poke somebody and bully, because that's what he doing, if you ask me. You see it from the I don't want to, what I mean, I know you're gonna talk about it, but when he was giving the drugs to his daughter, which was a bad move, he was low-key smiling. I don't know what he was smiling about, but he was smiling. I don't think Lorenzo gonna listen to Kane too long. I think he gonna get fed up and end up telling somebody that he killed Zeke. I don't know who he gonna tell, but it might be, like he said, it might be his daughter.
Yeah, he definitely got a plan. He got something in his back pocket, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't about to just go out like that.
Yeah, sure. And she'll be back, y'all. But yeah, she like, it's just to the fact that Kane, and you know what, Key, man, Kane kind of like low key messing up though. Like, man, when you get power, you can't abuse it like that.
Yeah, he ain't never had it though. So
That's true. You know what I mean? Like, you like, bro, like why is you doing this? I couldn't do it. You getting your father beat up like that, man. Like, come on, Kane. You do better than that, bro.
yeah,
He just did
yeah.
kind of what I was expecting him to do, though. I was saying when we saw the episode last week, once he knew, I was like, he gonna be extra, and they gonna be able to peep and look and be like, what's going on here? Why is, Dad and Kane acting that way, and he ain't saying nothing? And it was like, that's
Right.
exactly what he did. Diana looking like what's going on, Drew looking like what's going on. Ain't taking them long to figure out. Something got to be in the mix. Like, now all of a sudden you saying whatever Kane say go and he in charge, and that's just mad random. Like,
I don't trust. We gonna get to. I can't wait till EJ get to it. I'm gonna tell you why I don't trust Kane. I wouldn't follow him, man, bro. I cannot wait. I would not follow Kane. He's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. Sorry about that, y'all. I just left the building. Can y'all?
Yeah, we hear you
you
good.
good.
Okay. Thank y'all for keeping going. I appreciate y'all. I can't remember what was we talking about?
Talking
Talking about
about Kane.
And them
yeah, we talking
episodes.
about the little meeting over there with Kane and the Tejadas.
Oh, okay, yeah, when he was doing way too much.
The dumbest crime family on TV.
Okay, I didn't even know you on that one because that is kind of true. I mean, to be honest, to be fair, but Key, I think you said something about him, about the person he should go to is Diana, or whatnot. That should be the person that he goes to. Honestly, I think he should go to Monet. Like, just keeping it real at this point. Like, I am not gonna let you keep being me like that. I don't know if I can say that word, but I'm not gonna let you keep
Yes,
making.
you can.
So I'm gonna go straight to her and be like, "Look, I did it. I killed your son. It was an accident. That's it. Like, that's all you can do. You take away Kane's power now. Like I said, I was kind of cool with Kane that first flex in the last episode, but this right here was just doing too much, and that's the only move that Lorenzo has, and he got to use it, but I don't think he gonna do it. He just won't do it.
Hey, Kane is he made two mistakes. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna get he made two mistakes this episode that's gonna start up a war. And the first mistake that he made was letting Brayden try to handle that. Like, why would you ask Brayden to do that? Brayden is man, the dude is soft right now. He haven't caught a body. I mean, come on, man. Why would you trust Kane? I mean, Kane, why would you do that, man? That don't make no type of sense.
Because he thought he caught a body, but that's my whole thing with Kane. Can you not tell that he hasn't caught a body? Like, I don't know. It's just something about Brayden doesn't scream, "I've caught a body." You
right.
has killed somebody. Like, you can just, it's something about their swag, I guess you can say. Hell, he a killer. He should know. But
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. We are talking about Kane here, so at this point, who knows?
As Fran Sanford said, "You big dummy," because that's what he is, man.
Exactly. Let me see, yeah, because I might have some of this out of order, but that's okay. We just gonna roll with it. So we get to the situation where Tariq and Brayden and his uncle Lucas, they're all about to go to this meeting, and we meet I think his name is RSJ, if I'm not mistaken.
Chris from The Wire too. You played Chris from The Wire too.
Yeah.
That's a real killer right there in life. But we get to this scene, and we see that, you know, we learn that he's like one of the richest black men, period, you know, and
in the world,
period, all the way around.
Yeah.
And Tariq is going to make a play. Now, we all saw what happened that led up to that. To me, that's kind of insignificant. I mean, I get what Uncle Lucas is trying to do. I get all of that. But what I think was important was Tariq making this play to actually talk to him. And he gave him a really good piece of advice.
Right.
I'm trying to pull it up here. Let's see. See if we can find it. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I think he was saying, you know they're using you because of your color, right? He was like, yeah. And he was like, well, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm used. He basically said, I definitely use them because I'm talking to you. And he actually liked that. Me personally, I don't know about how nobody feel, but I love this scene. It's one of my favorite scenes, seeing them on TV actually showing a rich black man for once on TV. They never really do that no more.
Yeah, that was
somebody that's black.
We gotta see if it'll play. Let me see if it'll play.
If a company's big enough to sacrifice some profit and provide a more affordable product, they undercut the market. 1,000 cheap customers will bring in way more scale profit than 100 high-end customers.
It played.
Then you on mute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I back now? Can you hear
me? Yeah. Just to let you know, it played though.
Okay, cool. So he basically gives him the idea of sell to the masses, basically, like sell more instead of selling, less, but at a higher price, and you're going to see more profit. So what did y'all think about this advice that he gave him, and how Tariq is going to use it? And do y'all foresee this being a character that's going to play a part in Tariq's life? All right, go ahead, Key. You go ahead and start.
Oh yeah. I think it was great advice. Honestly, that's something that I think Tariq already knew that. I think he just needed to get, for that to be a little bit more clarified and understood a little bit better. I definitely think that this is gonna be RSJ, his name is. I think Tariq is definitely going to, like, as far as utilize this guy for, advice on like a general level, but how to apply it to get rid of that work, and it made perfect sense. I mean, all the dealers, they are, at least all the drug dealers back in the day, like if you look at AZ Faison in New York, that's how he was doing it. He would sell the mass, but he would sell it at a low price, so it kept people coming back. And that's what they need right now to get rid of this work. So I think that was great advice.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Tamika?
Yeah, I agree with everything Key and Detroit was saying. I just think this was a good play. I like this scene too. And he seemed like, he liked the way Tariq came at him, and he was like, okay, as long as you know and you keeping it straightforward, I like that. And Tariq definitely made sure that he knew his name. I think he's gonna be around and be influential, a big part of Tariq, and have him probably making bigger moves than what Tate probably originally thought he was gonna be making. He
And
probably gonna be jealous like that. I should have kept Tariq over here for the internship.
okay, exactly. What
Hey,
what you think? I mean, you kind of already touched on it a little bit, but
oh, okay.
you got.
No, EJ, I was laughing because like the old girl Kiki got mad. She got mad, but Luke was like, "Shoot, I got a black man, what I mean, young man working with me, and I got a woman, but I don't really need you because this guy's really smarter than you. Technically, he's smarter than you. You know what I mean? This is what I need right now. Of course, he using Tariq. Tariq know that, but Tariq using them too." I
Yeah.
think it was a good play. I like seeing that type of stuff, seeing that because people don't notice, but it's a lot of rich black women and men in the world that they don't talk about. That don't have nothing to do with music or entertainment. It's a lot of black men and women that own business across the world that they never talk about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I do think that there was something a little deeper going on with Kiki. To be honest, I think there's some sort of history or something that was causing her to say what she was saying, and then it was just a little added bonus of her finding out that Tariq was there, of course. And
Yeah, I felt the same way. I felt like she knew some stuff with the guy, as what was his name?
RSJ.
RSJ, and I felt like if something went down between her and Uncle before.
Yeah, it was definitely something else there that hasn't really come to fruition just yet, but that's the kind of vibes that I was getting. Let me go to the chat real quick. Candy said he missed out on opportunity.
Can I ask you? Oh no, my. I asked. Oh, okay. EJ, you think that Tariq gonna end up he an internship at that he's intern now. I think he's gonna you think he's gonna move from intern to actually being an employee there?
Shoot, I don't know. The way Tariq was talking, Tariq sounded like he about to go be the biggest doggone drug dealer in I don't know if he's still in New York. Ain't that what
Yeah, they in New York. Yeah, they in New York, but that's what he said. That's what Go said though.
That's what it sounded like he about to do, because when they was at that dinner scene, your boy was on some other stuff. All right, let me get this one pulled up, y'all.
He need that internship though to try to even try to graduate. To be honest with you, like he trying to graduate early so he can get that club and that money, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think look, he's not about to graduate early. To the fact that he about to make so much money, like he said, is ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Tariq is resilient, and I think that he's going to graduate. But I also think that he kept saying that he's not like his dad. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
He basically don't want to be in the game. But you see how quickly his mindset changed.
Mm-hmm.
It was quick. I was like, Okay, so I think that's what he about to do. He just about to follow in the same pattern, the same footsteps. All right, so here was another dumb bonehead move right here, y'all. So we get Monet, who's being harassed by Whitman. He keep doing these extra little things, showing up at her job, well, at her bar, and just popping up. And so they have a meeting, and Davis is like, look, basically don't say nothing. Just sit there and be quiet. That's all you got to do. Because he told her, like, I know you got a mouth on you. What did y'all think about this whole scene with Monet opening her mouth, giving out information? You go ahead and start, Tamika.
I think she's stupid. I think she should have listened to him when he said, "No, I don't think this is a good idea." And then when she was like, so freaking, "Oh no, we got to do it my way," and he said, "Okay, but keep your mouth shut." She should have kept her mouth shut. Right now, she can't control herself. She can't control her emotions. She can't be quiet. Maybe her and Diana actually have more in common, and that's why they bump heads because the like to run her mouth. And she running her mouth now. It was like, girl, you giving him more information. You handed him stuff on a platter that he didn't even know about. It was just reckless.
Facts, Tamika. Facts.
What you got to say, Detroit?
Oh no, I think Monet need to go to jail because she can't be. She took. Man, she is retarded, man, for real, man. Like something is wrong with this woman. I know she mourning her son. That's understandable, but man, you under investigation. You under invested by the DEA, the FBI, the New York PD. Like everybody wants you, and you ahead of that RICO, and it was a good plan, but it didn't finish right, and then you know what I mean. So I'm like, you done damn them gave him more information. As Tamika said, now he about to see what's up with the GTG members, and that's gonna infiltrate your whole family, including Drew.
Because he already went and talked to not talked to, he couldn't talk to the contractor, but he already investigated where in the world is the contractor. And that was from something that just every little interaction that he has with her, it's like he takes some bit of it and goes to go figure out something else. It's
Right.
just see how this keeps happening. Key, you still there? Or are you just on audio?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you thought about this whole situation.
Man, Monet, let Davis do his job. That's what you paying him for, man. Like you going up in there, you talking to this guy. He's clearly melting you because he got you so emotional, which is what they want. You know what I mean? So you just spilling the information. Whitman putting the pressure on him, man. He's doing quite well. I'm with DeMarcus. I was actually going to say before he commented, but I think Whitman is going to find out that it was actually Lorenzo who got Zeke. And he's going to tell Monet, and that's probably what's going to make Monet snap and end up leaking up all the information about what's going on.
Yep.
Yep, and that makes a lot of sense because Whitman is going to continue to investigate this, no matter if they get him, suspended, whatever the case is. He's gonna keep going after her. We saw that even after that scene that happens later, he's still sitting out in front of her house. So he's not going to quit, and he might just be the one who figure out that it was Lorenzo. And if he tells Monet, trying to get her to react, trying to get her to, spill the beans, man, it's gonna be crazy. What's up, Samara? How are you, girl? But it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be interesting because we know she's gonna figure it. She's gonna find out sooner or later. It's just a matter of who's gonna tell it. Now, another bonehead play, in my opinion, that happened on this episode was the fact that Davis actually. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. We're not even there yet. Well, yes, we are. We kind of there. So there's a few different things that happen. The first thing, let's just go ahead and finish this up since I'm already talking about it. The first thing was when Tariq actually comes to Monet and Davis in the office. I know that it's at nighttime, and I get that they don't really know that there's an investigation per se going on. They just kind of figured it out at this point, but it just felt weird for them to bring everybody together in one place. I just thought that didn't make sense. And then you got Sax running around taking photos, and this is gonna be that smoking gun. That photo, somehow he's either gonna give it to Jenny's gonna find it, and that's gonna be what they need to connect them to say that, oh, they do, have a relationship or something. So it's just crazy to me. What did y'all think about that?
Okay, I'm gonna start off. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, to be honest with you. But the problem is, it won't be on Tariq. It will be on the investigate on the Tejada family because they don't have nothing on. Even the detective said it. I forgot the detective, the guy I was just talking about. Dang, I don't know. I forgot his name. But he
Whitney.
even with me. He said, y'all don't have nothing on this St. Patrick kid, and they really don't. So that and then, before you come down on the Rico, you got to have all your everything together, but they don't. So only Rico they got. I mean, you probably got Monet and the Tejada family. You can bring them down, but they really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Blanca and Jenny don't care nothing about Monet. They want Tariq, but the other detective, he want Monet and the Tejada family.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't see eye to eye. And the guy, he actually right. He said you have to worry about Monet before you can get to Tariq, and they not listening to him, and that's why they gonna be. Jenny gonna fail, and she gonna end up getting fired, and Blanca gonna be like 0-6 for not arresting nobody.
Okay. You know, Blanca, I still think she is mad about the whole ghost situation. I don't think that she's ever going to be able to get over that. And she's really just investing that energy into Tariq, especially after she saw that photo of him there with her CI. You know, so all that really did was reignite that fuel for her. But, you know, it is what it is, just craziness. So another part that we saw that was interesting also was that, you know, the fellows are going to bring the idea of the no cap all frap to Drew and Kane because, you know, they trying to do this, you know, they trying to work together. So they got to tell them about what's going on, what they going to do on their side of it. And we hear Drew actually say at some point, I can't remember what the context was or what the statement was, but he says he tells Brayden that you're not gonna be asking us to do it again, talking about killing someone because I feel like everybody is seeing that Brayden is not pulling the trigger, but they want to ask them to pull the trigger. So what do y'all think about this whole idea of Brayden? Do we give Brayden grace? Do we give Brayden this grace that some people seem to think that we should give him because he's never pulled the trigger before? And truth be told, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't know what that was like. So I can't say that that's so
yeah,
at the end
honestly,
of the day,
I feel like Kane knows, and I feel like that's why he keeps trying to push him to do it because he knows that he hasn't done it. And you know, I don't know if he feels like that's going to be able to give him some type of power over him or what. But Brayden is stupid because he keep going to. I mean, at the end of the day, Brayden is not. Even though he try to act like he's from the streets and they turns him on, you know, seeming like he a part of this life. He's not street. He's Wall Street. He does the thinking and you know the stuff as far as different things they could do now inside of the you know his father's company and all of that. And that he needs to play his position, in my opinion. Everybody got a position that they play, that they good at, and that's the positions that they need to stick to. I don't see Brayden out here taking out no damn bodies. Like you said, when you look at him, you can tell he ain't about that life. I think the only way Brayden is probably gonna have a body is like if he's in the middle of a fight and it's between him and somebody else and he just so happens to get the other hand. I don't see him just being able to go out and be a hitman and take somebody out. And Tariq know that already. That's why he went with him. That's the way I see it.
exactly. No, I like that. I mean, honestly, I like the concept of everybody playing their role. I do think that Brayden has to be prepared to pull a trigger if he's going to be in this game. But I don't think that he is the hitman.
Right.
You know, I don't think that is the job that you give him. However, if shit pop off, then yes, you need to be able to pull the trigger. But we're not sending Brayden out here just to have no hits. At this point, I just think Kane is effing with him, y'all. Like, to be
and
honest.
if he did do it, I feel like he would be sloppy because even with how he went up to this guy, it was sloppy. He couldn't barely pull out the gun and then he dropped the bag. And I was like, so his fingerprints ain't going to be on that bag he left?
He had them black gloves on. Kane
okay.
He was a big goof, man.
He was.
Look, if he didn't learn nothing else from Kane, he learned to walk around with them doggone black gloves.
Yeah.
We should. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I guess it is what it is. Anybody got anything to say about Brayden before we move on?
Yeah, Brayden, Here's the thing, man, and Tariq touched on this in the episode. I think this is very important. You got to know your personnel, man. And like I agree with y'all. I think Kane is just pressing Brayden into doing something that he know like Brayden is not cut out for. Now I agree with you also, EJ, about he's definitely gonna need to. It's just the game, man. You definitely gonna need to be ready to have that trigger, be trigger ready, man, because that's just what comes with it. But as far as what Tariq said at that table after they finished doing it, he like, look, man, that's not Brayden's position. That's not his role. We all have to play a certain part in this, and Brayden is just not that guy. So I'm not necessarily mad at Brayden. I did think that was a sucker move because I'm thinking like, shoot, he gonna finally catch his body. But I mean, I ain't really, tripping that he didn't do it. I knew he wasn't going to do it in the first place. But hey, it is what it is.
Hey, what Tamika and my brother Keith just said, man. Like I got a bone to pick with both of them, though. And I know Brillo be taking up for him, but I'm not taking up for him to do it. Brayden is a clown. Why are you listening to Kane? Kane is an idiot, man. Like, hey, Key, you gotta peep this out, bro. I know you. If y'all probably don't remember it been so long, but season one, Brayden was a goof. Didn't know what he was doing. Then season 2, this dude Tariq clearly said, "I'm not messing with none of the Tejadas right now. Don't answer the phone. Don't be around there." What'd he do? He go help Kane get another. Pick up that cop's body. Let Kane in the dorm, and he planted that badge.
Yeah.
Dog, you still, huh?
I was gonna say though, but what was he gonna do though? Because Kane just came in there, just busted in there on him.
No, yeah, that's true. But he should have when Tariq told him don't mess with Kane, leave because he told him right or wrong. He said don't mess with them. You know what I mean? If anything, just call me. This dude went to rob a jewelry store. Then this dude went on and did a body, picked up the Ramirez body, and let Kane in the dorm. He didn't need to let Kane up in there, man. He don't listen. He don't, like you just said. Know your personnel. Like you ain't need. I mean, Effie, Brayden, and Tariq. They none of them are shooters. What I mean by shooter, they are not hitman. That's what Kane is, a hitman. He's not the brains of the family. Clear is Drew, but Drew thinks he's the hitman. He's not really that about that life. That's why the Tejada family is trashing out because they don't know their roles.
Yeah. Now, I do agree that everybody has to have their role for sure. And I think that's what makes Tariq a better leader is because he recognizes this, whereas Kane does not. And I just wanted to point that out because Kane keep trying to be the chief, but at the end of the day, he doesn't recognize how to use each person's abilities, So, it is what it is. Let me see if I can find this. Here it is right here. Pop up.
It's man, Brayden, that was the most goofiest thing you can ever do, man. It was good that Tariq actually went there with him because if he didn't, Brayden would have been dead.
Let that go. But anyway, I was about to show you the part where he actually tries to pull out the gun, but then he can't get out the gun. But then he couldn't get his gun out either. But at the end of the day, if Tariq wasn't there, he definitely would have been dead. But I think that was the whole point of Tariq going with him. So, at least he actually said something this time because, last time he keeping these secrets with Kane. And I'm just like, dude, just talk. Tariq gonna have your back.
Can I say this, EJ, and I'll be quiet? I think Kane and Tariq, I think Brayden is going to be the one. I mean, even though we know Tariq and Kane don't like each other, they still don't like each other. They never probably will. But I think it's going to even be to the point that Brayden is going to have to. It's Tariq going eventually is going to have to kill Kane because he messing. They're going to end up like not seeing eye to eye about Brayden seeing each other behind his back. Because every time Brayden and Kane get together, it's always mess. Either somebody dead or going to jail with them. Think about it.
Yeah, they definitely ain't the best duo.
I know, and 48 Laws of Power. If
What?
anybody ain't read that book, that's what Kane trying to do. He trying to manipulate that man's mind, Brayden mind, for he can mess up their friendship between. I mean, Tariq and Brayden that don't get along. They don't see eye to eye. That's what he trying to do.
Well, didn't Mecca tell him that? Like, I feel like Mecca told him that Brayden was his way to control
Yes, he did.
Tariq, if I'm not mistaken, last season or something like that. But and I think he's taking that to the extreme. So moving forward, y'all, we got Blanca, Jenny, and Whitman again. We got our nice little board up here. They think Mr. Tariq St. Patrick is the kingpin. But Whitman, went against the rules, and then he let it slip about this whole Rico thing. In a sense, what I'm saying, they're not dumb. They're gonna figure it out. They're figuring out that the FBI is involved in all of this because he mentioned, I think he mentioned Dante's name inside of this meeting. Something, whatever he did. He said some stuff he wasn't supposed to say. And so now they want to get rid of Whitman. So my question to you guys is this a dumb move for them to get rid of Whitman? Even though we know he a hothead, but is it a dumb move? Go ahead, Key.
Yes, it's a dumb move. He has way more information than they do combined. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? That's yes, dumb move all the way. No explanation.
Facts. What's up, Tamika? What you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yes, Whitman is being extra, like I was saying earlier, and he definitely did mess up with that. He was giving Monet too much information, just like she gave him too much information. But at the end of the day, they wouldn't even be in this closet and be able to come up with, the leeway to start this Rico if it wasn't for the information he brought them, because they just still stuck on Tariq. They don't even know what the half of the stuff that's going on. So I feel like them getting rid of him, they gonna still be stuck. And Jenny just as dumb as I don't know what. So
Jenny is something wrong with her, man.
she I don't know how she got the position that she got, because
I'm serious.
I mean, but honestly, she kind of reminds me of, and I don't know, this might be unpopular, but she kind of reminds me of Angela to a sense, because I never everybody at the, I think it's is they the DA? What were they?
They was FBI.
They just all none of them could figure things out and put things together. Like I'm like, they be handing them stuff sometimes, but they can't pick it up. They just it was just a lot. But okay, y'all. So let's talk about these brothers. We got the G brothers, is what I'm going to call them. So there's a couple of different things going on with them. We got the fact that one of them apparently is, he's on Grinder, and him and Drew have matched clearly. And I just thought it was so awkward because, Drew talks about how they're like family and yada, yada. Why didn't you just swipe? Is it left or right, child? I don't know. Why you just didn't swipe the opposite way? Because that just feels weird. So that's the first thing. And it feels like they're telling us this, so there has to be a reason why, in some kind of way, this is going to come back up. I just don't know how. What are y'all theories of how this could be used in any way?
I don't have no theories, but like Kang is hilarious, bro. One thing about that brother, he can act. He's hilarious. He was talking when they came up in there. I ain't gonna say the line what he said about this man Drew. But Drew, man, you got to stop trying to find you a boyfriend and start handling business, man. Honestly, like respectfully, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like focus on yourself and your family. Your family in a life-death situation. Like, y'all all can go to jail. I mean, your brother, your father gonna be dead. Your mother can go to jail. And right now, Diana probably can go to jail now because she doing drugs. Like, you too busy worrying about finding a boyfriend and not finding no master plan. If you ask me, that was a dumb plan to take out the connect, but it is. They're gonna find out the hard way.
What do you think, Tamika? You think any of this is gonna play a part? Why did they even throw this out here to us?
I mean, I'm assuming because them two was gonna be connected in more ways than one.
That is true.
This scene was interesting to me though, because the other brothers seemed like they more intact, like they got more of an understanding. and their communication, they more together. Where the Tejadas is all over the place. You see them on one accord. Even if they're not gonna display it and let anybody know that they not, and they definitely was on to them. But then him and Drew was kind of having their little side eyes and things going on in between them having the conversations. I'm assuming he's not out there like Drew is. So yeah, I don't know. Then they one peeped the game that obviously Kane and them had something to do with their supplier being gone. So they like, all right, we gonna rock with y'all. And two, I don't know if they know anything about what happened with their father or they gonna end up finding out. But I feel like these brothers is about to give them a run for their money.
Yep.
Yep. Definitely see that coming for sure. Now we did, yeah, like you said, the brothers, they're together, they're united. They wouldn't tell Kane who voted against it. Somebody voted against it, but they wouldn't say. They was like majority rule. So they already seem like they got their stuff together. And to be honest, it feels like they might be the people that might shoot up the funeral that is to come that we haven't quite seen just yet.
You know why though? EJ?
Why?
Is because that Kane killed Uncle Frank. Yeah. They don't know that, but when they find out that he did that, they did, they gonna mess around. It's gonna be a war between them two.
Yeah, I can see that. That's gonna come out at some point. But Evelyn knows, right? Am I mistaken? Doesn't Evelyn know?
No, she
feel
suspects.
like she onto something. I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I feel like she feels something. I don't know if she knows 100%. Like her coming over there to Monet and giving her the money and then throwing out there that Whitman had came to visit her. I definitely feel like that was her kind of showing her hand a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm on to you. I'm watching you. But she was doing it in a nice way.
Yeah. Something definitely gonna go down. That is for sure. So, okay, so that's cool. That's what's up. So, in the same scene that we see the brothers in, we also see Kane messed up with the whole telling them about the white guy, right? Which that wasn't even information that he was really supposed to know. And then Lorenzo has to step up, and he says, he tells him, he said, I heard it from a stupid kid or something like that. And he looks at Kane and I'm like, oh God, the shade that's going on right now. And then Kane turns around and is like, look, for that move that you just said for that stupid kid and that family first, now you got to move more weight, which brings me to Diana. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't have the slides for this because I had it in video form, but we know that's not working. So I'm just going to talk about it. Which brings me to Diana, which now her father has to come to her to ask her to move weight. What did y'all think about this? Did you think it was just a desperate attempt because they need to get this weight moved, or was this part of his plan from the beginning? Like, what do y'all really think about Lorenzo and him asking his daughter to move this weight after putting her in school and knowing that she's trying to be out of the business? Key, you up?
I think it was just I think it was a combination of things, man. I think it was a desperation move. I also think he is going to, like I said earlier in this episode, and I'm gonna stand on it. I think he's going to tell Diana, man, because I think everybody knows there's some off, man. There's no way Kane is calling the shots now, and Diana and Lorenzo is just sitting back. So I think they're gonna build some type of camaraderie or something up to where they end up teaming up together. But yeah, I think it was part of his plans. I definitely think it was part of his plans for another agenda.
Gotcha. What about you, Detroit?
Oh, I agree with Key about you could tell when he had the bag, he was smiling, so he knew what he was doing. I think it's a dumb thing that he doing that though, because Diana, she says she's ready, but she's not really ready. But they got to move to work. They got to get the money. I think she's gonna do a good job, but she's gonna end up making a rookie mistake and gonna end up getting caught doing it.
Yeah, something is gonna happen with that. And like I said, I'm still not cool with the Salim dude. What you think, Tamika?
Yeah, I don't trust Salim. I was glad at that part when Kane was like, "Who the heck is this dude?" And he just always there when her family showing up with the dumb look on his face. And yeah, I didn't like what her daddy did. I was just like, what the heck? Because I'm like, okay, what's your plan? What you so smiling about and happy? And I'm like, oh, this was the plan. But then, I do remember him telling her, like, oh, we taking care of everything else, but you're going to have to hustle for your books and stuff. I was like, is this the hustling we was talking about? I definitely agree. I feel like she going to make a mistake. Like, that's not going to go the way they think it is. We were supposed to be supposedly keeping her out of it, because even when Kane came up there, he was like, nah, you ain't got to get no little side job. You tried to give her the money or whatever. Like, we got you. We going to take care of you. But now you're going to be up here, selling this. And if Kane finds out that he brought it to her for her to sell this, he about to take him to get another butt kicking. Like, how long is this gonna go on?
Celine, what's it? Hey, EJ, what's it? That Celine Abba, educated brother from the
Hey, what is that? Salim Ashe Freeman.
Yeah, ain't no way heck that's his name, bro. Hey, I
Kane said that though. Shout out to SJ. Look, Kane did say that he already was not feeling like how much what you know about Salim. Like that don't even sound like a real name. So
Hey,
I will give him that.
Let me ask you a question, EJ. Let me ask you a question, EJ. You think the educated brother gonna end up? You think that he gonna end up making it to season 4? Because I don't see him making it to season 4.
Not if he make the wrong moves. I can tell you that right now. Kane will take you out regardless, and he already on Kane radar from the moment that he met him. Like, I mean, that is what it is. So yeah, he just gonna have to not make any mistakes. But like I said, I really think he's something. I don't know exactly what it is, but he is something.
I'm trying not to do the old cop fair angle, because I think that'd be horrible, lazy writing. But something tell me something ain't right with this dude, man.
Yeah, I've been feeling something wasn't right with him since they showed him in the first episode.
Let me ask y'all a question though. Do you really think Diana really liked this guy, or she just trying to use him as a rebound because she still got feelings for Tariq and she mad at Effie about Tariq?
I think Diana like anything that blink at her right now because
she's
freedom, and it's not because Diana isn't a beautiful woman, young woman. It's because she's been locked up this whole time. She got this newfound freedom. So if you looking, then shoot, what's up? Let me talk to you. Let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's giving her attention right now is who Diana into, and that's just what I peep from her. Just because she seems to need this attention, just
she need a lot of attention.
Yeah, I agree.
To be honest with you, if Tariq was to drop Effie and want to get back with Diana, she'll drop that boy in a heartbeat. That's why I know that dude ain't nothing but a rebound.
Oh yeah, she was definitely had the feels for Tariq. You could tell by the way she stepped to Effie, which that can just put us right on into that. Like basically Diana goes up, I guess she sees Effie go up on the roof, which is stupid. Why are we doing this same thing again? Why are we doing this course perfect thing? Like even Becca was like, I know it's them. They say it's not, but ain't nobody crazy. I'm like, dang, Becca done peep y'all out too. So
this is Monet. This is Monet fault for the way, like y'all saying about her being desperate because she been sheltered. Dog, when she in season 1, when she was with Tariq, if Monet was a good mother, she'd be like, you know what? Tariq is a smart guy. She like her. I wouldn't mind Tariq, being with my daughter. But she didn't do that though. She was sheltering her. That's why she doing what she doing now.
Yeah, but also you got to think about Tariq in the game, and Monet peeped that out. I ain't gonna lie, Tariq wouldn't be the choice for my daughter in that situation.
But she got her with the Egypt. But she about to get it and extorted by maybe a cop, the educated brother.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but at that time, Monet don't have no clue about that. I mean, that just is what it is. But I probably wouldn't hand her over to Tariq per se, but not this Tariq, not Tariq who going hard right now. But I like Tariq. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, it is what it is.
I rock with you, but dang, like this dude is suspect, man. She's a part of a crime family, man. The dude might be trying to investigate them.
I think he's trying to do more attention to that and not paying attention to what Tariq and Effie doing. And Effie need to stop going up to that daggone roof. Now, I feel like that's why we about to see them cameras that we saw in the preview.
Yep, I think Diana gonna do it. I think Diana gonna try to do what Effie do, and she gonna end up getting caught.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be each other's direct competition. I mean, we
Exactly.
saw this coming. So now that she has to move weight and she's going to be using the not the cafeteria, the school store or whatever it is. Now that she's using that and Effie's selling hers through this course, which every time I say that it sounds stupid. I don't even like saying it. It just sounds dumb. But they're going to be each other's direct competition. So they're going to have even more issues. I thought they were going to try to be somewhat friends because I feel like they could have worked better together, but this is not going to be good for these when it's all said and done. Because say what you will about Effie, but she do have some street smart, some hustle about her, and Diana could learn some things from her.
Yeah.
However, it is what
that's what I thought initially was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now this is gonna be another problem because they're gonna be, like you said, competition with each other, and Diana gonna be having that peer, so people gonna be coming to her.
Exactly. And they probably gonna find out about her doing it.
Yeah, there is, because in the trailer, EJ, they got like Effie goes up there, but Effie peeps the camera. So she already gonna be knowing that you know what I mean, that somebody already was up there other than her.
Right.
And she gonna peep it out because Effie, like you just said, despite if you don't like her or not, she's smarter than Diana. Because Diana, they're gonna go up there and think she know what she's doing, and she gonna mess around and she gonna get herself in trouble.
Exactly.
So they came up with this brilliant idea, guys. Like I said, Brayden has his role, and Brayden is good at this. He came up with this concept. He and Tariq together came up with this concept about the coffee, and he came up with the idea of how to sell it without having cash transactions, right? So it's a dope idea. It's already selling. He just finished the thing. Like, you can tell that this is gonna be great. But we all know that something's going to happen. Now, what was interesting about this particular scene right here was when your girl decided that she was going to tell Brayden, like, do you think it's a good idea to lie to Tariq? I was like, girl.
I started laughing because I said, I'll rock with Effie heavy, but I said, Effie, you shouldn't even be saying that. You lying too.
I was like, you talk about some hypocritical stuff right there. And the way that Brayden is kind of looking at her, but in her mind, I feel like she thinks that I protected Tariq, whereas Brayden is just where he just lied to him. But they could look at it the same way. I mean, in theory, what do you think, Key? Couldn't you look at it from the point of view that Brayden knew that he had to show Tariq before he would accept this idea?
Yeah. I mean, because that was the only way. I mean, Tariq was all out at first. He didn't want to do it. But, I mean, look, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Facts.
Just saying.
Facts. What you think, Tamika?
Yeah, I agree. It's just like the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, they both lying and they both feel like they got their reasons for it. So
that is true.
For sure. And at the end of the day, I think, I don't know, to be honest, like, I get where both of them are coming from. I get that she was trying to protect him, and I get that he needed him to see it. I do. But I just feel like free will and choice, man, and trust is a big factor in this whole thing. They should have told him about Lauren. We don't know how he would have reacted, but at least if you went ahead and told him, they could be better prepared for what's about to eventually happen. Now, in the last scene,
this dude, man.
Right here.
Marcus, no, I'm sorry. And I'm not no Effie friend, but she is nowhere near no damn young Louis.
Oh,
right.
No, we love you, but nah, bruh. No. Don't even do Effie like that. I'm sorry. Like,
man, DeMarcus love dumb characters. He like Kane and Louis, bro. Like, you got nobody on team that got brains.
I can't do Effie like that. I can't stand Louis, so y'all already know that, but that's for another conversation. Key, what do you think about this scene right here? At the very end, we see Kane call Brayden over. Brayden probably thinking they're about to go do some old dirt again, but instead he get this Kane. He get met with this energy.
I mean, he should have known from the way that from that text, man. He talking about get your ass over here now. I mean, hey, look, there's only one thing that's about to go down. You done messed up. You done messed up. It was one of those, you didn't effed up, right? So, but no, man, I didn't like it. Kane, you a blockhead. You got to go, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Man, that's one of the reasons why I don't understand why Brillo talking about the silver spoon goon. This dude ain't no goon. This dude is a clown, man. You let a dude you let a man tell you to get your ass over here in the text me like he your daddy. Then you sit there and wait for him, and then he sit there and almost about to choke you up. Then you sit there and you didn't snitch or nothing like that, but you sitting there and running talking about you owe me a body. Like, man, Brayden, if you was a real dude, you better tell Tariq about this, bro. Because if you keep letting this man keep punking you like this, you're gonna end up dead.
Well, we already done said the obvious. Brayden is not street. Brayden is not muscle. So yes, Kane is going to be able to do these type of things to him because that's not who Brayden is. Is Brayden going to have to man up eventually? Absolutely. I mean, he's going to have to if he's going to be in this game, and he's not going to be able to keep letting Kane do this. But at the same time, what I found was commendable about this whole thing, you know, say what you will about Brayden, but Brayden is pretty loyal. Not once does he say that Tariq was the one who pulled it. He stands on the fact that he did it, you know, and he doesn't say anything about Tariq. This is how many times now has he been down for Tariq? So I ain't even gonna lie, Detroit. I can't say that Brayden, like we keep saying, he has his role, and we have to let people use their roles the way they are. But if I'm gonna have somebody on my team, I'm probably gonna have Brayden on my team for certain stuff. Like
for what? For not this?
Because he ain't the goon. He not the goon. He that's not what his job is. I'm gonna have somebody else for that, but not for this. But Brayden, he can definitely be on the team. I have him over Louis any day.
Yep. You always need that one. You need some corporate gangsters. That's what I call them, man. You can't always have a bunch of street dudes in your crew, man. That's honestly, to me, if you got a bunch of street dudes in your crew, that's a weak crew. Cause y'all not gonna go nowhere. Y'all, that's all y'all know. Y'all need somebody like Brayden on your team. Brayden can be on any team any day of the week. Put him on my team.
Sure. I'll take Brayden on my team, but I need him to be honest with let me know, like, bro, this dude Kane is on one. Because Tariq is smart. Tariq can know how to neutralize Kane. He did it before. He'll do it again.
Yeah,
it's easy to.
Already told Tariq what was going on.
Yeah, he needs to be more open with Tariq. I mean, to be honest, so that Tariq can give him a little bit of game. I mean, Tariq learned a lot from all these people that he's been around. Like Tariq done been around Kane. He done been around his daddy. He done been around his mama. He done been around Tommy.
Yeah.
Like, he done picked up a lot of things, and Brayden is trying to learn this game, but yet he keep letting Kane get at him like this. But you know, like I said, eventually he gonna have to man up and figure it out. I don't know where this is gonna go per se.
Kane is bad for business.
Oh yeah, Kane wants to be a leader, and Kane is not a leader. I think he's established that time and time again that Kane is not a leader. He doesn't know how to lead. And that's where I give Tariq his props. He literally knows how to lead, but he can also kill you. And I think that's what I used to love about Ghost. Ghost could be this way, and then he could be this way, and he don't never too much let the two of them cross. And Tariq has those same capabilities, and that's the type of person you gotta have. Just like how Tommy wasn't no leader. Tommy just want to go.
Yeah.
You know, so
Ghost. The thing about Ghost though is that, and what I liked about Ghost the most was he did everything he could to try to solve a problem before he got the guns involved. He did absolutely everything he could before it came to him having to drop a body. So I'll get at the Ghost for sure.
And that's what I think Tariq is actually trying to do, to be honest with you. But I think to be honest with y'all, I think Tariq gonna have to put Kane down. Nobody want to hear it, but he's bad for business. And I think another way he gonna have to put him down. I think that Noma, she's not gonna want to do business with the Tejada family no more. Because they not good for business. They in war, more police, more heat on her business, and she clearly said she don't want heat on her business. That's why Mecca was, doing what he was doing, because he will always let her know if the police or the FBI, whoever was on her, because that's why she was 10 steps ahead of not getting caught, because he let her know. So all that doggone energy that family bringing is not gonna do it. So Tariq gonna have to do something. She gonna want to work with Tariq. I could just about guarantee, but she not gonna want to work with them.
Yeah. I could see that, but it is understandable. They got internal strife for one thing, and then like no, and we can say a lot about Drew too. But if we had to pick one Tejada that actually probably thought about things a little bit more, it would be him when he not in love and doing the most. But that's really the only one, and I wouldn't have him as my head either. So that's not saying very much for the Tejada family at this point, but. And go back to what you said, Key, you're right. You got to think about when he tried to solve that situation with, what was his name? Bash, it started with a B, whatever his name was.
Bash,
He
yeah.
was a different solution for that. Bash just wasn't trying to hear that solution, and then he pissed him off. So it is what it is, but that's exactly what Ghost used to do. Was he tried to solve problems like that, and you can see Tariq kind of doing that same thing. Tamika, give us your last words on this whole scene with Kane and Brayden and what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I agree with Detroit Kings. At this point, he needs to let Tariq know what's going on. I just don't think he's going to be able to handle the situation. I just still feel like Kane knows, and that's why he keeps pressing him and messing with him the way that he do. And then it's like, all right, well, just go ahead. You better hurry up and go while I'm in a good mood, while I change my mind before I change my mind. And I thought it was interesting, of course, that we ended with him picking up the phone and calling Effie. But I just, I think he gonna keep doing it until Brayden or Tariq or both kind of press him back and put a stop to it, or they set him up some kind of way, because he gonna just keep going, just like he gonna keep going with the whole Lorenzo situation. He ain't gonna stop.
Hey,
He want to see that he gonna take this body out. He didn't see it with the guy that was trying to blackmail them, because Tariq had already got there first. He's now he's like, you didn't do it with this one either. It just seems like every time it's somebody else that's stepping in. Then it's like, oh, did you hire a hitman? And I did like that Brayden didn't say nothing, no matter what. He was like, why are you worried about it? If anything is going to implicate you if I tell you who did it, but it wasn't Tariq. I did like that he said that, even with the gun being held on him.
That's what I respect. That's the only thing he didn't say nothing. Can I answer to DeMarcus? Because this dude is wild, bro. Dog, DeMarcus, you must be one of these Ghost fanboys, because Tariq didn't do nothing. If it wasn't for Kane asking Brayden to do it, the Russian Connect wouldn't be dead.
First
so that
of
was
all,
your boy.
First of all, like, dude, this wasn't even Tariq plan to even off the Russian Connect. That's Kane plan.
Exactly.
So I don't get that, man.
He wasn't about to let his man end up sitting there die or whatever like that. Like, bro, like this is Kane's fault, that his family that came up with this plan, and it's Brayden's fault for telling to Kane, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because if Tariq would have never been there, then not only the Russian Connect would have been alive, but Brayden would have been dead. Then it would have been a war regardless.
That's true. That part is definitely true. I mean, honestly, I get why they tried to take out the Connect. I get all of that, but I just feel like they went in with. I mean, the thought process of that was probably on point, but they just didn't do it right. Like he Russian for one thing. He already in the, like. I didn't get that at all. Like, it was just a stupid plan to let Brayden do it. That's the part that irritated me, because that part didn't make sense. This is something that required a finesse. This was definitely something that needed somebody to kill him very quietly. Like, did nobody see me do it? None of this. Like, it can't be traced back to me at all. You don't send Brayden to do this. That's not who you send to do it. So that was just dumb on their part. So it is what it is. But
AJ, is you surprised though? This is Kane we talking about.
Yeah, because he was the one who wanted to send Brayden to do it. And I understood that it needed to be somebody that was not of color. I got that part, but it was still. This is when you either hire somebody else to do it. Like, this is when you spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they have hitmans. Like you need to find somebody else not in the vicinity of you to take care of this situation. But you know,
That's exactly what I was saying. That's what DeMarcus don't understand. Talking about is Tariq's fault. It was never his fault. He didn't come up with that plan. The Tejada family did, and Kane told instead of hiring somebody, he asked. No man, it's all disrespect towards Brayden. Brayden can't do nothing. He's no hit man. He's not a hit man.
And then they asked Kane, like, you know, what are the plans that y'all have? And Kane talking about, we just gonna do it the old school way and go and shoot him up and do it. Like, dude, are you for real, man?
Right. Right. And hey, I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody. You can thank Hulu and other like they tell the episode, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just know this. When Noma invites Tariq and Brayden on the trip, Kane gonna be jealous and he's gonna go right back to hating Tariq, because when you got the plug that's actually inviting you to go to another country to talk business, she already interested in you and being the New York City distro. Yeah. And if he is the New York City distro, why would he do business with Kane? DeMarcus talking about he not worried about Kane. He need to be worried about Tariq, because Tariq don't have. If he become the New York distro, he can easily get rid of Kane and find somebody else. He don't need them.
Hold on.
We gonna hold on. Let me see. We gonna let DeMarcus. He say at Detroit King, I'm not a Ghost fan. Kanan is my favorite character in the Power universe. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I hated Kanan, DeMarcus, bro. I hated him so much with passion. Oh, I could not stand me no Kanan, like no matter what. And I think I talked to y'all about this, and I hated Kanan so much that I had a hard time looking at raising Kanan, because every time I saw little Kane, all I thought about was big Kane. Shoot,
like, I rock with Kane though. That's one of my favorite characters too.
Kane was not one of my favorite characters. I couldn't stand Kane, and I still don't like Kane. I don't know what it is about him, but I guess it is what it is. But y'all already know it is what it is. Everybody has their favorite characters and people that they feel are better than others and all that type of stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, your boy Tariq, he is going to be the leader. Kane is just going to have to let this go. You know, it is what it is, but he ain't going to do it. So either Kane is going to be dead, he might get set up, like somebody said in the chat. Is he going to kill him, or is he going to set him up like Ghost did Kanan? So I guess we shall see. But guys, I mean, we got through the end of it. Power, nothing didn't go out. So thank you guys so much for coming out. And talking about raising Canaan. Lord have mercy. Power Book of Ghosts. What you got going on your channel, Tamika?
I got my Power Book 2 up, my Satima recaps up, there is up. Yesterday, me and Moochie did Love After Lockup, and Thursday we did Snowfall, so y'all can check that out if y'all haven't seen it. I also did Self Care Saturday yesterday, and What You Should Be Watching yesterday, a live for both of those. Like giving y'all guys the breakdown of movies and shows that was coming out for April. And I'm not feeling 100 today. That's why I'm not on camera. I'm hoping I'm feeling better by tomorrow. I'm trying to doctor myself up. So tomorrow, me and EJ will be doing Zatima at 8, and then I'm doing Yellow Jackets at 6 with Nita. So if y'all can stop through.
Yes,
and thank you for having me.
I hope you start to feel better, girl. I already know. You know, that vid had me down. So I get being sick. So whatever it is, I hope you start to feel better. Key, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate you. You know, you my brother from another mother.
No doubt.
What'd you say, Key?
Oh, I was just saying, no doubt.
For sure. And Detroit Kings, you know you still my favorite troll, but I love you.
I ain't no troll. I just be trolling you sometimes, but I'm not the troll. But I can troll though. But I I can troll, but you know, even though you wasn't with me with the debate, you was on Brillo's side, but it's all love. All love.
You know what's so funny? I gotta say this real quick, because you weren't here when it first started, but I ain't even gonna lie. This was literally part of my thing, but I took it out because you weren't here.
Okay.
I had last week, we had one of the most epic debates on Brillo channel. Lorenzo sucker or not? Does he add value? So if y'all missed that debate for sure, y'all need to go over to Brillo's channel and check it out. Your boy Detroit King and Brillo are going back.
Let me ask you a question, EJ, before we bond. I know we know that debate. We supposed to be debating you. I hope you don't join Brillo's team because you will lose right now. Because Brayden ain't really making it easy for you right now.
Hey, it's about to be another debate because I'm there for the debate.
Oh yeah.
It depends on what we talking about on Brayden, because Brayden got his ups and his downs, and Key and I think Tamika was on the same page. We all already said that Brayden is not a killer and that he got his role. So it really just depends on how we going with this debate. But I'm here for it. I'm gonna listen. I ain't gonna be a part of it because
okay.
Well, I'm needed on Brayden. I'm like here.
Brayden is disappointing me, man. He's like, why you let him talk to you like that?
But like I said, he can still be on my team because I'm with him on the smart part. I just need him to get a little more backbone. As soon as he get a little more backbone, we good.
All right, I hear you on that. It ain't looking too good, but
hey, so when is the debate supposed to take place?
I mean, sometime probably next week or whatever.
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all be looking out for that. Be looking out at Brillo's channel to make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications for this debate, because y'all know I loves a good debate, and it's always good when these two are going at it. So it'll be nice to see it. But guys, hey, that was it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining us. Make sure you check out everybody's Tamika's channel, I think, and then of course, like I said, Key, thank you, Detroit, thank you guys for always supporting all of us. We really appreciate it. So guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Let me see if my outro will play. If it don't, it is what it is. But until next time, guys, peace.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be.
All right.